So, Paul, what do you do here at Away Resort?
So I'm in the finance team. So my role is all about producing the management accounts, the monthly figures for the leadership team to look at and understand what's going on with the business.
Okay, so you're every month you have to deliver good or bad news.
Well, the news as accurate as possible, really. Whether it's good or bad, it's just making sure that it get out the numbers in a timely manner, as accurate as possible, really.
Okay,
So yeah.
so just a facts man.
Yeah. Definitely attention kind of driven kind of, yeah.
Okay.
We did personality tests at a previous company and I came out as ridiculously analytical.
Oh, is that actually a personality?
I believe it is. Yeah. My wife will tell you any purchase, she'll impulse buy. I'll always like, no, let's consider all the options.
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness me.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be great shopping together. Because I just pick up what I want. Yesterday I went to a puppet company in Hitchin and they let me walk around the basement in their stock room. And they were like, just take what you want.
Wow.
So now I have a useless pile of puppets in my car that don't relate to anything. I just was like, I'm very overwhelmed. I've got an octopus puppet.
Okay.
And you put your 4 fingers in 4 of its legs so you can make it swim. Anyway.
Yes.
How long have you worked at Away Resort?
So just over a year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah. So relatively new. I haven't got my little wooden block yet.
Oh, you're still 3.5 years away from that.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Well, a bit jealous,
Something to aim for, though.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
A wooden block.
Competitive nature. Oh, I want to start getting these awards.
Okay. Well, are there any awards you can get before the little wooden block?
I don't think so. I think it's definitely on a 5, 10, 15 kind of basis.
Okay.
Yeah. I have to hold out for that.
Okay, well, let's hope you've got the tenacity to do that. So you're in the finance department.
Yep.
When you arrived at Away Resorts, how did you feel about it being a place that embraces everyone? Was that immediately apparent to you?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, definitely something I definitely look for in a company is the culture. When I'm looking at a job, I look at the website and try and get an idea of how the company feels, how it looks, how they present themselves. And it was really obvious. It's a company that's grown from a small family in a way, with a select group of people to becoming a much larger company. And some people say, it's got a bit more corporate, but there's still, in essence, there's this family feel, and a family has all elements, doesn't it? And carrying that on, and the way I try to act as well is to keep that same kind of family, kind of everyone together kind of feel.
Amazing. So even in your very analytical work, you still feel the presence.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I have got
you're a
personality and emotions, and I'm capable of emotionally.
Gosh, how much depth!
I'm capable of the odd impulse buy as well. But I have just had that sort of personality that lends itself to analysing stuff. And
how does the actual ethos of embracing everyone impact your day-to-day working life here at Away Resorts?
I guess my focus as a manager is to making sure that my whole team feel involved and feel that they are valued for the contributions that they make and for who they are really. I would say, I definitely feel as I go through life, the more I see of life, the more I feel, social justice and just generally, creating a fairer society is really important.
Absolutely.
The more you see, the more you realise that, at the end of the day, that's what really matters, whether it's at work, in personal life, whatever. Just trying to promote those values in everything you do and trying to make sure everything you say, everything you do promotes those values to create an environment where everyone feels comfortable because,
everyone's got the right to feel
it's
comfortable.
It's not hard. It's not. It should be automatic. But I feel like at times people who want exclusivity, who want to exclude people, are being active. So you have to be active with the inclusivity. You have to so that you can't. It's not enough just to go, well, I'm not doing anything active to exclude anyone, so I'll just sit back and no, you have to actually make it clear. My team, I manage a team of 3, and I try and do team building, like simple little things like go out for lunch. And one of the teams left now, but he was on a halal diet, so we just make sure we go somewhere where he's got a good range of options for lunch.
Yes, absolutely.
So he doesn't feel like he's kind of tagging along and is separate to the team. He's part of the team. So we're just making choices that make him feel comfortable.
Yes, absolutely. So that's really interesting, actually. that sometimes, whilst you are being actively inclusive, which I think is really important, the active inclusion doesn't have to be grand gestures.
No.
Because actually it has to be something that's constantly bubbling under the surface to be something that's effective. Are there any other ways that you include or make sure that your team is inclusive and supported, other than we choose the right restaurant?
Well, yeah, I mean, we have regular catch-ups and conversations. I have a one-to-one, and whenever anyone new joins the team, I say, look, we're having a one-to-one. No topic is off the table. If you have any issues whatsoever, please raise them, and I try to ask the right questions to evoke a response as well. Not just a simple, you okay? Yeah. And let's move on to talking about work. Just, like, this is your forum to discuss any issues you're facing. And people have different challenges in life and everything, and trying to stay sympathetic to it, whether it's something that I personally experienced or not. Just trying to understand, people are all human beings and everything, and different challenges, and just trying to be mindful that they're there to do a job, but that offers some flexibility around home life and that sort of stuff. People have different responsibilities, whether it's caring for parents, caring for elderly relatives, or looking after a pet, and these all create challenges in everyday life. And just try to be mindful and let people get on and be adults and get their job done without saying you must be here at this time, you must leave at that time.
And also being open to people's different life experiences. Surely as a manager actually improves your own experience of the team and your own work as a manager, because then you're growing and developing yourself by opening yourself up to each.
I mean, so much in life, if something's different, if you talk, you understand it and you realize no, it's so different.
Absolutely.
Just have a conversation, talk to someone, and you realize you're probably more common ground than you think.
No, for sure. And also, if somebody is experiencing something that's different to you, having a conversation about it will never do any harm. The only thing it will ever do is enrich you. Because when you find out about people's differences, you just get better at understanding and empathic, and you get to understand how amazing the world is, which is really cool.
I mean, one of my least favorite phrases, I have to say, is that phrase "man up."
It's very dangerous, that
I think that should be an insult, quite frankly. If someone mans up, it means that they've bottled it up, they're not discussing it, they are just kind of trying to carry on without addressing it. Let's have a woman up. Let's have talk about it. Let's understand it. See how someone's feeling and talk about the issues. I have a bit of a history of bottling stuff up at times, and it hasn't done me any good. So let's talk about issues. Let's be open and let's see if we can help.
I think that's really interesting. I think when people talk about embracing everyone, and especially equality and inclusion and diversity, you think it's a very rigid, like everyone of any gender is welcome, any identity, any ethnic background. But actually, you forget that everyone at some point feels like an outsider, and everybody feels vulnerable, and everyone should be able to talk about it.
No, absolutely.
Like, people may look at you and go, well, Paul's fine, he's a white man, he's doing good, but actually there's stuff you want to talk about, stuff you need to talk about, and an inclusive workspace allows you to voice that and voice your concerns. Do you think that helps people, and in an inclusive workspace where everyone is embraced, do you think that helps people in their personal lives as well?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I'm a great believer in being the same person at home, being the same person at work, and being the same person when no one's watching. That whole thing of like, just, you have your own set of values. You find a workplace that has the same or consistent values, and you're just the same person.
So actually, a question.
Okay.
Surprise! So I'm asking questions. You were looking for a job a year and a half ago.
Yes.
Now, I don't want you to name any names. I don't want you to drop anyone in it. But how many companies did you find that shared your ethos, like Away Resorts does? Was it difficult? Was it easy?
To be honest with you, I didn't go for that many more interviews when I got this one.
Okay.
But I came in and I was walked through the office and I got just a really good feel for the place. And I guess you have your initial interview, don't you, where you kind of you shake manager's hand and you get the job, but then ultimately you're being interviewed the first 6 months.
Absolutely.
You're interviewing the company as well.
Yeah.
So, and it was just right from the start. It just felt like a good environment to be in.
Amazing.
Yes, and as I mentioned as well, having done the New York Marathon in memory of my father last year, and having had issues with bottling up, feelings that I had, I opened up at the all-employee meeting, the 11 at 11, about what I was doing and why I was doing it. And I have to say the outpouring of support and love that I received after that was a little bit overwhelming, actually. But just the number of people who both sponsored me or shared stories of similar experiences and everything. I mean, I just felt so much part of the community after that.
That's incredible. That can only happen in a workspace where everyone feels comfortable and relaxed to be themselves.
And that's indicative of the atmosphere here, that I was able to feel comfortable to grab the mic in the meeting and share that.
Because having done your 11 to 11, whatever it's called yesterday, it's quite an intimidating space.
Yes, it is a little bit.
So and especially if you're talking about something very personal to you. And also running the New York Marathon is absolutely incredible. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So my final question is, have you been on an away resorts holiday yet?
I've been to 2 of the parks on holiday. I'm actually celebrating my birthday next month and visiting 2 of the parks as well. So
2 more parks.
2 more parks.
And when you've been on park, how do you feel that the embracing everyone strategy is related or relayed to what the public are experiencing on the parks?
I think that's where we deliver it. That's where we deliver it to the public, where we make sure that everyone feels welcome from the first contact at the website through to when they're in guest services, they're just being open and welcoming to everyone. Just creating that relaxing atmosphere where you can just go, be on holiday, be yourself.
That's incredible. Really important. Well, it's been lovely to chat to you. Where's your next marathon?
So Berlin.
Yes. And when is that?
September.
Well, in the theatre we say break a leg, but I won't say that here. Good luck with the Berlin Marathon. It's been lovely to chat.
Thank you very much.